Black to move. You can pause the video here and start thinking. Alright. This game is Cieslag versus Rajabov, Latoro 1999. Black to move. So first I'm going to go through the whole game. Okay. It's not that many moves. This position might fool some players into thinking that white is okay since black's bishop is bad and his knight doesn't appear particularly threatening. And doesn't black also have the worst pawn structure, 3 pawn islands to 2? These pro-white ruminations might appear reasonable, except that they fail to take into account black's pluses and the dynamic possibilities available to him. For instance, black is placing serious pressure on the f4 pawn, and if either rook were forced to move away from the pawn's defense, black would win a pawn and most likely the game with it. Also note that one of black's despised extra pawn islands is comprised of powerful center pawns, which gain space and take squares and files away from the enemy pieces. Finally, white's knight isn't doing anything. It can't safely move forward, and it won't be a world beater if it moves backwards either. Since white's f-pawn is under pressure, the first thing black needs to do is ask if he can increase that pressure or chase one of the defenders away. Since going after f4 right away via e5 or g5 fails to achieve anything of significance, white would capture either pawn. That leaves us looking at the other idea of harassing a defender. At the moment, the f3 rook is solidly guarded and can't be successfully attacked. The d4 rook is another matter. It's obvious that the light b7 bishop can't influence the d4 square. But what about black's knight? And once you pose that simple question, the correct move is suddenly easy to find. I spent a few minutes on this, and at first glance I just looked at knight b6 to c4. So I didn't get it right, but this is an instructive example. I think it combines tactical chess with positional chess. Explaining the rating spread. There seems to be a lot going on, so a knight retreat to b8 most likely wouldn't occur to anyone under 1800 and could easily be missed by much higher rated players. Nevertheless, I would expect those in the 1800 to 2000 range who have read the earlier material on knights to come up with a solution. Knight to b8! Exclamation point. Winning material by force. Who would have guessed that a knight retreat would have been so powerful? King g1. The only way to defend the f4 pawn is g3, but that fails badly. And white's position has been run over. Notice Notice that the bad light squared bishop on b7 has suddenly turned into a seek and destroy missile. And with a solid extra pawn, black eventually won.